Hello, and welcome to Curriculum Night. My name is Andrew Lampkin. I'm sorry I can't be there in person, as I really look forward to these nights to get to meet the parents, let them know a little bit of who I am and what I'm about. I'll let you know that I've been at Adams now. This is my 33rd year, and I've loved every minute of being in this building. It's a great place to teach. Kids are great. I enjoy it. Throughout my 33-year history, I would let you know that I have kind of shifted my mindset a little bit from just straight driving content down their throat to building relationships and building responsibilities on both our parts to take ownership of their learning. And it's been a little bit more challenging in these times online. I'm not going to lie. Let me pause for a minute and welcome you to my bat cave. This is my basement where I do most of my teaching. Anyway, like I said, I try really, really hard to develop relationships. And part of that is to get your son or daughter to open up, to talk. A lot of that is much easier in person, obviously, not so here. But what I'm able to do in Zoom is to make small groups, is to visit, 5 kids at a time, 6 kids at a time versus a whole group setting. So that works out really, really nice. And I would tell you right now what our classroom structure is. We do notes, lectures, full group instruction, which means I've got 2 screens of kids, and I will, throughout, I will ask them questions. I try to get them involved right away. Obviously, again, another challenge when we're dealing with remote learning, but the idea is I want them talking, I want them interacting, I want them engaged. And I try to bring a big picture approach to mathematics with these honors kids, especially because I want them to not just know what to do, but how things are connected, why we do what we do, why they've learned what they've learned. And my job, I believe, is to get them ready to go into calc, but also to get them to understand that everything's interconnected. Everything has a point and a purpose to mathematics. So that is the ultimate goal. And whenever I can, I'm going to take them from where they are and stretch them into the calculus world. I'll let you know that my son, who is in the University of Michigan doctoral program for aerospace engineering, and yeah, we're very proud. But he's also an Adams graduate, but he lends a lot of real world application stuff of why we do what we do. I mean, some of the things we do in pre-calc really that they don't ever see, especially second semester, that they don't ever see in other mathematics courses, gets applied. Like my son right now is doing heavy-duty optimizational projects with his professor at U of M, and a lot of that stuff we do touch on concept-wise anyway in second semester pre-calc. So anyway, normal day, we come in, we take notes, I send them to their breakout sessions where then I can go visit the small groups, talk to them, give them an opportunity. A lot of the kids like working with each other. They're more apt to ask questions. So I really do enjoy that piece of the Zoom. I can share screens with them. I can communicate and do things. So it does work. I will tell them though that when homework is assigned, especially book homework, they have a suggested set of problems that I give them, and they don't have to do them all. And here's where the responsibility piece comes in, because I said, you are responsible for all of the material that you have on that list. Like, you have to know that stuff. We cover it. I take questions on it. We explain it. But if there's a group of 10 questions that they already know how to do, I don't want them going through and wasting half an hour doing 10 questions that they already know. So there's a bit of self-assessment that has to take place all the time. And it's hard for them at first. It really is. It's hard. Some kids feel like, well, I got to do them all, right? And like, I'm going to be punished if I don't, right? No, that's not the case. The case is I want you to start taking ownership of what you know and don't know and self-assess. That's the whole idea behind what I do. It works. It just takes time to get the kids out of that old mindset of, I got to do everything for the teacher, as opposed to I need to do what I need to do to be successful for me. Learning style wise, same thing, right? And we talk about it. And once we're starting to get into the book this week, and we're going to talk about, what they need to do, what the expectations are for themselves. Some kids will try to take advantage of that, and they'll find out that it doesn't work, come quiz time. So my goal is, in remote anyway, is no test. We're going to have what I call mini quizzes, where I'm going to try to put 3, 4, 5 questions on a quiz, give them 10 minutes. It has to be timed, because obviously I have no control over the environment. But my thought process here, and as I've already started talking to the kids about it, is that you should be able to, in that 10-minute time frame, do what you need to do without looking stuff up, without Googling or texting friends. If you know what it is, you should be able to do it. Now, if you need to look things up and you need to whatever, then you're probably not going to finish. So the goal is they should have plenty of time. And as I told them, this is a work in progress, never done this before. So if I see, because we're going to do it live in class on Zoom, and if I see that the kids are still working hard at the 10-minute mark, I might extend depending on the content. So I'll make it work. I'm not here to destroy their grade. I'm not here, but my job here is for them to learn how to learn, and for them to learn a little bit about themselves and how they learn, and really start assessing their knowledge of mathematics. And to do that, I need them to talk. I need them to be in group discussions. So doing the best I can here from the bat cave, right? Anyway, it's important to me that they take on ownership of their learning. And so again, it's much easier for me in person, but this can work. And but I really need them on board. I need your help at home, and I need communication, so I've got 2 emails that I'm going back, our school district email and then our Gmail through school. I try to stay on that. It's really, really hard, because we all get bombarded with emails. We're supposed to trace kids when they're absent, but that is the quickest, fastest, easiest way to get in touch with me. And if I don't get back right away, I promise I'll get back to you. But email, at alampkin.rochester.k12.mi.us or the K12 Gmail, both of which are on the front page of my Google Classroom. And that's really our correspondence back and forth. You can go to the Google Classroom anytime you want to. I post everything there. There's notes there that we do. There's all the worksheets that we do. All the classroom instructions are there. The remote schedule. Everything. Our class syllabus is there. So everything is on Google Classroom. Your kids have done a really good job getting on the Zoom call before 5 minutes too, so I can take attendance. So as long as, they're there and they understand that we're there to work. My goal is always, we're going to use what we need, full group, get to the small groups as much as we can, so I can pop in and visit. I can pop in and out, which is really nice. And then I don't want to waste their time. I want to have a very productive time. If I feel like we're good for that day and we're an hour or 10 minutes in, then I'm going to say, you know what, use the rest of the 20 minutes, work on your work, do what you need to do. I'm a big believer in that. I'm very flexible. If you need me for anything, again, email me. If your kids are involved in, sports, I have some kids at golf that I've already had to miss. The nice thing about the Google Classroom platform is that everything's there. So I'm doing my best to be as transparent as possible through this process. And if something's not working, like I told the kids, if you feel like something would be better, I had a little whiteboard that I was kind of using, and then we went to the camera and they said they liked the camera better. So we've already ditched the whiteboard. So anyway, maybe at some point we'll get back in person. That would be great. I would love, I miss the kids terribly. Even though we're online, it's hard. So if you need anything, like I said, shoot me an email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And I will say that, and I know this is a little bit long, so I apologize, but first semester honors pre-calculus is pretty much a review of Algebra 2 and a lot of trig. Second semester, we get into some different type of topics that involve combinatorics and counting principles, some some optimizational type techniques. We'll do calc at every turn we can. So I'm kind of blanking on the other topics right now, but anyway, they're different, they're neat. Like I said, we do permutations and combinations, we do probability, we do limits. Limits are big, and we'll introduce those right away, and we'll talk about them all year. So anyway, I've talked enough. Like I said, if you need to reach me, if you have any questions, shoot me an email. And thank you. And thank you for listening to the video. And let's hope for a great year. Take care, everybody.